See if I can not lose the rod holder this time, that'll be nice. Alright, we'll set that bait out there and we'll leave it out there for a bit. There's still a lot of pickers out there, so baits haven't been lasting long. Yeah, this one's getting harassed too. They're real small, they're probably whiting or blowies. But I have a cunning plan. I've got a small rod rigged up as well with some really small hooks. Hoping we can get to see what they actually are. Getting bites immediately, so it's a good sign. Alright, we've got something already. It's really small. Oh wow. That has got to be the smallest skippy I've ever caught. It's so small. Look at it. That's been out there untouched that whole time. That's insane. Now it's getting bites or pickers. It's getting hammered by pickers now, so that might not last long. Anyway, try again for another whiting or something. The bite straight away. I've got my bait already. Bloody hell. Well, let's try that again. Bite straight away. They've got me again. Immediately. Oh. They're only really small, whatever they are. That's what you do have to be careful of when the when the waves are washing your line around and it goes a bit slack and you're not watching like I wasn't, it ends up sticking your line in the rocks down the bottom here. We might retire this for a second until we get a reasonable fresh bait like a whiting or something, and then I'll stick that out alive. All right, we'll try again. A lot of weed out there today. They got that bait off without me even knowing. They must have just hit the water and then been gone. That's incredible. They are really quick. Oh, this time on slightly larger bait and a smaller bait. Hopefully the larger one attracts all the pickers and the smaller bait just gets sucked up. Man, this thing casts a long way. He even bites already. Right? He's just hit the water. Oh my god. It stopped already. They can't have got my bait off that quick. What I actually might do is put a much smaller sinker on with a little less weight. Seems counterintuitive with all this water movement, but it'll let me feel the bite. It'll let me, you know, jag the hook a bit more and hopefully hook the fish's mouth. That might make a bit of a difference, so I'll change that and we'll come back. This is why I run loops on the bottom of my rig, so you could just literally unloop one sinker and then pass the line through the hole of, or the eye of another sinker around the bottom. Job done, sinker changed. So nice and quick. No need to use clips or anything else that can get lost if you're, you know, fighting a fish or if you get snagged or anything like that. So it reduces how much tackle you lose too. This is one of those Enviro sinkers, so it looks a little bit large, but it's quite light. There's not much weight to it. They're not made of lead. They're made out of some sort of, I don't know, steel mixture or something. They do actually sort of rust and disintegrate after a while, which is a pretty good idea. I want to do something a little unorthodox. I got like a motor oil jig, which I'm hoping will do a couple of things. It'll be a lure if the bait comes off. I'm also hooking it direct. With a bit of hope that maybe that gives me a bit more direct pull on the bait, or immediate pull on the bait, rather than having the, you know, these ends floating around and by the time you yank it there's no movement on the bait. So with a direct pull I'm hoping it makes it a bit easier to hook the fish. And we'll see, eh? Gotta try these different things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got my bait off. Oh, there's your answer. So have a look at this. The reason I'm getting all those bites and I can't hook them, now that's a Z-man. They're notoriously difficult to break. But there's nothing left of that. Blowfish. There's obviously hundreds of blowfish down there. Oh. What a drag. For those who aren't aware, if you're not from Perth, Western Australia, if there's one thing worse than the flies here, it's the blowfish. Birds are knocking stuff off behind me here while I got my back turned. I'd like to get at least one whiting so I can put it on the hooks over there and stick a big bait out. It's pretty late in the morning, but sometimes during this rough weather that doesn't really matter. You still get a gummy or a mulloway or something like that in close. Oh, don't say it's come off. No, it's there. The smallest of whitings. Oh my lord. That has taken me hours to catch. Holy cow. Alright, so we've got a whiting bait out there now. We'll leave that out there for a while and see how we go. Either my little live bait's kicking or something's a picking. Hopefully he gets nabbed by something big. Well, the bait's been out there for a while. Let's do a bit of a check. Doesn't feel like there's anything on it. That whiting has been pecked to nothing but a set of lips. There's just a set of lips left, that's it. Look at that. Alright, I continuously mix it up, so now I've got a double gang on a swivel, no weight. Just going to chuck it out and see what's on the surface. Hopefully we see a tail or a herring or something like that. Look at this. Tried all that time with a tiny hook and I ended up hooking a bloody whiting on the gangs. Oh, so that little whiting that I caught, I've chucked on. You can see it's had basically the full stomach ripped out of it. So there were a lot of pickers down there, and I would say they're mostly blowies, unfortunately. Really quiet out here. There are way too many pickers out there. It might be time to call it a day, I think.